Today is March 14th. Let's go over what happened yesterday. So yesterday I said I was looking to see if we could come back inside value area for this session, which is Wednesdays, and obviously we couldn't. And then we started moving lower. We kind of balanced around the lower part of the range and the lower part of value area for Tuesday, right? And then we broke below the range. We took both lows. We took this low from September, and then we stopped right ahead of the 5,500 level, right above that. Now we closed down here, and then overnight we're moving all the way back inside this 2-day balance. Now 3 days, right? So this will be the 4th day of balance. So if you look at, we stopped one time framing down. This day we took the high. Then the 3rd day we took the low, and then we are coming back into the range. So what should happen is that we test the upper side of the range, because we're failing. Let me rephrase that. If we fail to keep going lower, that's what we should see, the upper side of this range, because this is the first day that we started to balance. So the way I'm looking at it is, okay, well, we started to balance, then we retested the low of the range. Now we're failing to keep going lower, and then we should see the upper side of the range. So the first thing to look for is, of course, what I said is do we enter inside value? And if we do, it should be pretty quick that we move into the upper part, because we're also, once we test the point of control, we're going to be above yesterday's high. So it should trigger some longs into this area. So now, having said that, we also have rollover. We have 1 week left in this contract, so we're gonna see some flows related to that, just coming out of nowhere, big moves, sweeps. So be careful with that. If we do not move higher, like if we don't continue this high move, this move that we've been seeing through the overnight session, which could happen, right? We have inventories 100% long, and we should see some correction, right? So it is possible that we come back and attempt to correct some of the inventory. If that's the case, then watch yesterday's value area high, which is at 55.62, and look for a move through value, right? And the targets would be the point of control, which is at 55.40, and then yesterday's settlement, which is at 55.28. And then from there, value area low is very close, it's at 55.14. Now, it could happen that we do both, right? Like that we could test value area low, then we go back, then go into value for this session. So, and we can go back and forth and in a crazy wild session like we've been having lately. So keeping all scenarios open. So 3 scenarios: go back to value on this day, value on this session, or we just go nowhere and we just stay rotational right in the middle. Then after that, I would look for continuation whichever direction we go. So if we hit this area, the 55.30, then look for a breakout out of that value area high, and then test these 2 highs, and then go back to the previous week's low and retest that area. and the opposite, if we get below here, we still have some targets below. We have this bearish imbalance from yesterday. The target is 54.76, and that's right above this low volume area, which we should see a little bit of a bounce there if we test that. All right, it's Friday, so if you had a good week, probably a good day to take off, because rollover week is not always easy to trade, so just keep that in mind. NQ is right, same thing, right? Like entering the fourth day of, well, actually this is the fifth day for NQ of balance. Also same structure, attempted to, break below the range, came back, right now sitting in the middle of the range, so shorts are gonna be in this area likely, which is where the previous week's low is, and that should bring us back to the point of control if we test that area. The balance target for the bearish imbalance that we had yesterday is at 19,065, which is very close to that high volume low that hasn't been tested yet, but that I've been watching for the past few days. Crude yesterday had a wild day, pretty big moves. There was some news, but it's still, still trading in that same range. Not much changed from the previous session, and gold has been going crazy. Finally broke above that area, hit the 3,000. Now looking above 3,000. So now what I will be looking for gold is looking at what the previous range was, right? From this high to this low. This is how I come up with targets. So I take that range and I double it, and then I come up with my next target, right? So actually I used the wrong tool, but I usually use this, which helps me very easily to see so target would be at 3104.70. 3104 would be the next area if this breakout holds. So we want to be looking at is this area where we broke out of. If this becomes support, if we come back inside this range, then looking for failed breakout. Target should be, well, first this point of control and then the low side of that range. All right. Today we have University of Michigan sentiment at 10 a.m. and also Trump is signing some executive orders at noon, and then he speaks at the DOJ at 3 p.m. So keep an eye on those two, and good luck. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.